Welcome to Fantasy XIV, and I found my hat and washed it. So I now have this pink hat. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to wear headphones and this hat at the same time. So in order to, do things properly, I will simply just take the hat off. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I've taken off the hat. I'm going to freeze to death in the middle of a sunny day in March. Now, for the record, I actually have felt quite cold down here, but that's a different matter entirely. So anyway, welcome to what happens when you load up this thing after you've gotten things like the recommendations loaded up, finally unlocked. Also telling us that we're close to level 20, fellas, with I got the magic stick too. Obviously, yeah, you can load up loads then and all that. Recommended duties, the recommendations list. It allows us to be like, hey, since this is the area we're in, it's like, hey, maybe you want to become a lancer, maybe you want to do a bit of that level working, maybe you want to do some botany. You never know when zombies might appear until you suddenly wish you played enough Plants vs Zombies to know what the hell you're doing. I certainly have played enough, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, right. Trial by Water is in the East Shroud. Yeah, it's in the East Shroud. Okay. Memories from last time. Last time I was about to do this, and then either my internet fucked up or I chose to stop. I don't know actually. I feel like it's more of a very much the internet fucking up more than anything else. Since this quest does require us going towards Hawthorne Heart, we might end up picking up the Overwrite anyway, just so that for any future time we need to go to the East Shroud, we can just use that teleport point. Then we're level 17, level 11 Northern Fortress ain't going to be an issue. Actually, while we're here... pardon me, what are these then? Tree Slug, Arbor Buzzards, Goblin Hunters, Firefly, won't you? Yeah. Mandragora, that's the name. That Tree Slugs are right here actually. Boring Weevils, Fairy Fungras, Giant Gnats, Wolf Poacher, and Crocodile Beater, and lastly Black Bats. Most of these actually are in the East Shroud, like these Tree Slugs here. At the same time, I just want to kill these things because of the hunting log. So anyway, I was actually going to stream yesterday evening. If anyone did notice it being decided to the playlist, the previous thing. But my internet was just constantly alternating between various different numbers, and it wasn't even alternating, it was just various different numbers for upload. And download-wise, download was... It was consistent with what its behaviour was. It was a decent number, goes downwards massively, and then actually makes it nearly back to what it was at the start. And it's like, that. You know what, that makes sense. My download speed has never really been all that good down here. The obvious solution is, considering the rest of this house that I live in happens to be perfectly fine internet speed-wise, trust me, it is. I'm going to argue I need a signal booster. Unfortunately, I'm not the one that pays for the internet, so that's kind of out of my hands, and I will keep telling the person that it is the hands of in hopes that it works. But well, not much I can do beyond that, so... Anyways, Tree Slugs defeated. We're now level 18, and our stone becomes stone 2, and Swiftcast. We'll put that over there for the moment. Swiftcast is a decent skill. It allows us to instantaneously cast a spell. Obviously, don't use it for an arrow, since arrows are automatic anyway, but, it's nice. It's cool, I guess. Neat stuff to have. Yeah, you know what? We're right by Hawthorne. We can go kill the thing, grab the Aetheryte, then hand in whatever we need to hand in. So, onwards to the corrupted water! Damn it, who corrupted me water? And the obvious joke, god damn it, who pissed in it? It's tainted. Which is not surprising at this point, seeing as we've dealt with tainted earth and tainted air. I feel like there's a joke about people ignoring climate change here somewhere. my brain just can't think of one. Although it is funny that a bunch of old white people are now more interested in electric vehicles just because Elon Musk happens to be the owner of it. If it was anyone else, they'd be laughing at it and going, ha ha ha, I don't care about electric vehicles, ho 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 ho. But because it allows them to further their personality trait of being really into the Republican Party in the US, that's certainly one way to go about it. Oh no, honestly, that... are they in this building or elsewhere? They look to be in this building. Yep, they're in this building. Good, 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 good. Hello, Joshin. Or Josen? I'm assuming it's Josen. Greetings, Chris. Brother Isumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the profound water at the hedge tree. Indeed it was. I'm a good white mage, a good conjurer, not white mage, but need level 5 for that. The joyous bubbling of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both them and myself, thank you. You're welcome. And I could probably do my own bow, but obviously cutscenes stop me from doing that. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Isumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. I've played enough Pokemon to know grass types love absorbing water. Well, to be fair, and plants and all that. Science lessons, all that. One need not have studied botany to realise that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the 12's-wood. Without it, naught would grow. But since it would rise in too great a formula and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realise that all of nature is in balance, as conjuring derives its power from nature. We must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug-of-war embodied in creation. This fruitful stalemate of the elements. Brother Josen, are you about? Ah, it would appear that you are needed. I am here, sir. What has transpired? A herd of young antelope stags have gone berserk. I don't know what's got them so panicked, but there's no calming them now. The mad beasts gored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn Spire, and not enough hands to stanch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Oh no, we need healing. Curious, I sensed nothing amiss in the whispering of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies, I shall revisit these movings soon anon. Let us make haste. If matters are chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we too will suffice. We must divide our forces. Chris, travel straightway to Jocelyn Spire and tend to the wounded. I have been doing a good job learning how to heal, so fair enough. I shall endeavour to rally further healers, and follow after you bearing what restorative urgence I can. Fair enough. A logical strategy. You, sir, head to Stillclay Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Isumi. Well, off we go to Jocelyn Spire, which is upwards. Well, okay, since we're down here, might as well grab the Aetherite. That's one thing I was thinking of doing. That way, at least then it's gotten. We don't have to think too hard about it. And we don't get told about how Aetherites work and all that. Obviously, normally the one you probably would get first in Gridania is Brentbanj, since that is the main story one. But good old white magery, conjury. I keep mixing the two. Well, no, to be fair, it's the job versus the class. But nah, well. Are they in the spire itself? Yeah, they are, yeah. Hurrah! A conjurer, you say? Oh, praise no fear. You've come not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have been carried in. Pray offer them what aid you can. Alright. Cast Cure on one of the injured soldiers. Well, that seems actually a rather easy job to do. Allow me to heal your wounds. I can breathe again. Thank you. We did it, and good, there's another healer here anyway. These folks are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stags yet wages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the Wood Wailers and help put an end to this. Seek them just off the road that leads to the northeast. And do not worry, my archer will be sufficient to prevent matters from worse from here. Now go! Alright. Well, let us head east. And by that I mean, let's fall to our deaths. Whee! Ow. I actually dealt quite a good amount of damage. I should probably heal myself. The age-old adage, don't just walk off of cliffs, that tends to hurt. Oh, we're walking in a direction where a giant... No, we're gonna aggro it. I'm gonna stone it before. My clairvoyantness to know where an enemy is doing an attack is ever so thankful. Fortunately, it appears I have grabbed the attention of another giant gat. I'm not even trying to do the hunting log now. The game's just like, da 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 da, you headed in this direction, you're getting the hunting log entries. Oh, actually, these things, because of how low level gear our gear is, comparatively, we are definitely doing some of these things a little bit ahead of time. Seeing as we're meant to be doing Brent Bench, probably should be careful. Yeah, those are level 20 more, so you should be careful. Sylphie's here. Gee, I wonder what happened. Come to lend a hand, have you? Quickly, the fight is this way. Yep, I'm here. I'm here to help. The stags. I'm gonna bonk these people on the head. Well, that was a genius move. Clearly, these guys are not going to last much longer. Conjurer, your aid! No, wait, yeah, suddenly. Let me just get my staff out because... Our task! Help. Now we can actually select these guys and press B and cure them. This actually is not a bad thing to do because they're gonna take damage. They can easily deal damage too, so this is more just helping them be able to survive this onslaught of enemies. Speaking of onslaught of enemies, more enemies show up. Just to really just... and a water sprite. This wood ray was going to get murdered. Stop that. Okay, good. So this is an instance where we can showcase Swift Cast. We do that and hey, we heal quicker, potentially. I can use the heals. Sadly, I can't help them too much because I've now got water sprites choosing to... Oh. That guy is definitely doing damage. Well, I should stop them from dying for the moment. That one's down. Added level of damage is also a nice way to keep them alive, because if the thing that's killing them is now dead, then they can't get killed by said thing anymore. I know. Flawless logic as per usual by me. Oh, we've lost a few frames. That's gonna just keep happening at this point, isn't it? Anyway, Sylphie is using her healing skills, which she has been told not to do. Ah, the light. I would have preferred the migraines. Miss! I'm fine. Don't mind me. Ah, gee, I wonder why that would have hurt. Pray tell me that we are not too late. Ah, Izumi-yan. Nice of you to have shown up. Sylphid, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. Ah, you shouldn't have said that. My mother never did anything wrong. And off she goes. Well, Izumi-yan, that was probably not the smartest decisions. Chris, may I ask that you follow her, please? I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. Probably. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. Some explanations needed so that people know the context. Clearly, using that standard, that non-conjurer way of healing is certainly probably hurts her more, which is stupid to do then. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? Ah, you abuse your powers and now the DM has taken them away from you. Now you're going to have to maybe find some guy that can teach you how to punch real good and become a monk. Instead of being that level 5 paladin you once were. Ah well. He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her, losing her magic. I mean, and then she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I didn't think. Please, I need to be alone. Alright, well, see you, Sylphie. Well, I guess that means off we go back to... Thingy-majig. Back to... Redania, and we'll hand this in. Then we can start making our way to Bent Branch and do the various quests that are there. Also, we'd be wearing better gear, I would hope, because yeah, this stuff, not the best, gotta admit, not the best stuff for the area we're in. But I think that's an issue when we're definitely over leveled for where we are in the main scenario. Hey. So yeah. Besides, we've only been in, like, up to here, really, with there, because there is more. There is, like, loads more to the East Shroud. Also, higher level fates. That one's level 47. I think something's chasing her. There's a Sanctum of the 12 here. Maybe it's worth when we're more able to go to the Bramble Patch area. We'll charge along and see what's there, because I actually don't know what that sanctum is. Well, anyways, moving along for the moment. How is everyone's Sunday, if anyone is watching at the moment, how is people's Sundays going along? Have you just gone up and it's like, yeah, pleasant time waking up? Are you just about to go to bed and it's like, yeah, this will help me soothe my way into the night's long embrace? Or maybe it's the middle of the day for you, like it is for me, and it's like, yeah, it's alright. You know, there's all sorts of different moods that people can have, and all that. I, for one, am glad I can feel my toes again. But at the cost of my fingers. I'm not joking. Anyways. I could have just returned or teleported. Well, anyways. Back to the Conjurer's Guild. I'm still actually trying to figure out what sort of thumbnail to make for the next part of the Sword Nuzlocke. I could just try and draw some rocks and jokingly be like, hey god, he's just using actual rocks instead of Pokemon that are rock types, but I don't know. I don't know, part of me just wants to like have like a break mechanically large spoon or something. I don't know. Anyway, Chris, you have returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sylphide? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing. The principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sylphide has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite, and now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills. No! And Sylphide's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think on a solution to this dark dilemma. It may be that I will have the need of your assistance in the near future, Chris. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. Yay! You go closer to nature with every passing day, and I sense within you the seeds of greatness. Yay! In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power, or implacable power even potentially, of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path, like earth and wind, and nature at large. The element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Pardon me. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied that you have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. Yet this is the beginning of your journey. Henceforth, you must strive to attune yourself even more closely to the elements and to nature. And we can get our hands on various different bits of gear. Let's go for the wing bands. And we also now have a one-handed wand and a square shield again. Yay. Right, anyways. With that, there's nothing much going on in Gridania itself at this point, because more side quests won't open up till we've done more of the main story, most likely. And also, the fact of the matter is that we should be heading to Bent Branch already. But hey, my thumbnail is true. Behold, more trees! Whoa. I'm gonna have to draw a stick figure as a cat now. Just because of us having chosen Catboy. Like, meow and all that. But you know, man, part of me still cringes whenever I do that. Like seriously, even if I go nya, that's part of my brain just wants to go, no, that's it, I'm out a window. And it's like, no, God, please, brain, don't defenestrate yourself. That would be very bad for me and for my brain. I'm talking like as if my brain is my own, like, separate entity. We also have levies of Bent Branch, but this is more just because, hey, it's a different thing we can shove off, which is always nice to do. Anywho, making our way to the area, as we do on this winding road. Going to the Bent Branch. It's right there. We have to go and find an actual entrance way. We can't just climb up a cliff. Where's this vanilla WoW? I remember vanilla WoW. Like actual vanilla WoW, not classic. Classic has its own things that I can think of. So anyways, heading over this way is the levy mate. And greetings, adventurer. My name is Tyranny, or Tierney. And I am in charge of assigning local levy quests here at Bent Branch Meadows. Contract convinced you to seek me out, did he? Then I shall assume you have a basic understanding of what accepting a guild levy might entail. But first things first, I must be certain that your skills are a match for your enthusiasm. Fantasy Guild would not approve of me sending a fledgling hero to his death or dishonour for want of the requisite capabilities. Take a moment to peruse the task outlined in this guild levy. Do you believe you're up to the challenge? Accepting guild levies. They're basically extra quests that you can do. This one, for example, has to do with a bunch of anomalies, and we'd even get amateur duckbills, an item level 10 bit of gear. And it even tells us where we've got to go to do it. So, yeah, anyways. That's in an area. We can go sort that out in a second. Over here's the Chocobo Keep. Might as well talk to them now for any Chocobo Keep related activity. And, yeah, to the Aetherite. Might as well get that now since we're in the area. And then we can start grabbing quests. And handing in quests for that matter, because main scenario. Right. Aetherite. That person has a wind-up Bart. Oh, the wind-up Bart has a little chocobo. Oh, that's cute. Which makes sense because Final Fantasy V. Anyway, this person here has where the heart is, the lavender beds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face set in grim determination as adventurers are wont to do. Hence my presumption. If so, I have information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within the lavender beds are to be auctioned off. Oh, right, okay. Right, ignoring the rest of this dialogue, I'll explain. This is the player housing mode. This is the mode. Player housing thing. Well, I guess we can do the quest at the very least. Anyways, right, let's hand in the main scenario quest, which cutscenes us. Yay! You must be the adventurer. Sent word about. I'm Kiefer, head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. Oh, phew. When the elder Sanseer bade us welcome adventurers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong, that is. Consider me a convert. Yay! Any road you've in mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I have a task right here that's wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? And we get access to more gear. Woo. And level 19! Woo! I am so over leveled. We're doing level 10 quests. You shall not trespass. 7 hell, some bastard Kurigan has gone and broken one of me chocobo eggs. No! The filthy little thief was busy doing the bomb when the guard startled it. Pointed the damn thing to drop the egg, it was clutching and won. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when 3 more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Kurigan. Would you mind heading over to the matron's left and having a word with a soldier named Rosaline for me? The Ratman nest in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what she's doing. Okay. And also this person here we can talk to. Not a material girl. You there, adventurer. Yes, you will suffice. I have a job I need performed and I'm willing to pay the going rate. A trifling task, really. I simply need you to ask the locals here at Bent Branch Meadows what the head wrangler converts most in all the world. This is a private matter, lest you doubt, so no need. So be sure to inquire discreetly, and please, for the love of Node, do not reveal that you're in my employ. In fact, it'd be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Alright, I'll go and ask people about Kiefer's wants and desires. Does Kiefer convert most? Why would you wish to know? Wait a minute, that old merchant put you up to this, didn't he? He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he would be better served by convincing Kiefer of his intent to provide the bird with the proper care and attention. That sounds about right then.